Hello, welcome to Christopher Sideshow's Cowboy Tarot. So we're going to do a reading for Virgo tonight. Find out what the Holy Spirit's got to tell you. What I'd like to do is bring you up from the recent past to the present, just to let you know I'm not bullshitting. Then tell you something about the future so you'd be better prepared. At least that's a goal anyway. It's a form of prophecy. Message comes from the Most High. I've already shuffled the deck, but I like to shuffle a couple times in front of you, just to let you know I'm not setting you up. Thanks to all my loyal subscribers and all those of you comments. It's greatly appreciated. If you like this video, hit the like, share, subscribe, help me grow my channel. Let's find out what the Spirit's got to tell you, fellow Virgos. Right. What you got for my Virgos, Spirit? Ooh. What you got for my Virgos? Oh. Okay. All right, here it is, Virgo. You have the Prince of Swords in the upright. You have the Nine of Cups in the reverse. You have the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. You have the Six of Swords in the reverse. You have the Hermit card in the upright. You have the Ten of Pentacles in the upright. And you have the Moon card in the upright. Alright. Let's do some clarifying. Clarify this Prince of Swords, Spirit. Okay. Clarify this Nine of Cups in the reverse. Okay. So, this is what it looks like, Virgo. So, somebody from your past is doing some research on you, right? They're trying to get some tea on you, and it looks like a past relationship of sorts, right? So somebody you dated or were married to or something like that at some time is looking into you, right? So apparently y'all don't communicate anymore. And you work hard at keeping what you're doing quiet from this person, right? Or let's just put it this way: you don't put your business out there, and quite frankly, you don't want this person knowing your business. I know that much. And so with this Nine of Cups here in the reverse, clarified by the Queen of Swords, so this person is they're sour, right? They're unhappy, and they think that partly that it's your fault, right? So like they're placing blame on you for their bad disposition for some reason, right? And I'm not saying this is anybody from the recent past. This could be from a long time ago. Whatever it is, this person's not all there. Their thinking process isn't correct. In their mind, they're justifying somehow that you have a part to play with their life being so shitty. So, that being said, we have the Eight of Pentacles here in the reverse. Clarify the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah, so like I said, they're looking into you, and see here, they're looking through this little like a jewelry thing, right? they're looking closely at what you're doing, and they're trying to figure out what your money status is, okay? So maybe this person is somebody that you possibly had a kid with, or however it goes. Like I said, they're blaming you for their bad times right now, or they're at least looking to find out what you're doing to see if they can sap some money out of you some way, some shape, some form, somehow or another. And they don't think that you know what's going on, that they're looking into you. And you probably don't, and probably wouldn't if it hadn't been for this reading, right? For those of you watching this reading. Because you have the Two of Swords here, and that's usually like something you don't see, right? And but this is happening now as we speak, right? This is going on. This is we got the Eight of Wands here, and I'm sorry, that's the Two of Wands, not the Two of Swords. We have the Eight of Wands here, and so they're it's happening quickly, right? Like right now, it's on your doorstep, and so somebody's looking into you, trying to get some tea on you, and so that being said, they think they're slick, and they don't think you're gonna know what they're doing, right? So we have the Six of Swords here in the reverse. Clarify the Six of Swords in the reverse. Justice in the reverse. And so, see here, they're a snake. Six of Swords, right? They're trying to get away with this. They think they're slick. They're going to get away with what they're doing, right? But it's not going to work for them, right? They're even going to try to put the law on you, right? They want to get justice. They think that you owe them something for some reason, right? Maybe it's child support. Maybe it's alimony. Maybe it's some property y'all had together. Or maybe they're just crazy and it's in their mind. But if they could get you in trouble with the law, they would like to do that. They would like to maybe even possibly blackmail you or something. But either way it goes, justice is in the reverse. They're not going to get what they're seeking, right? And so we have the Hermit card there. Clarify the Hermit card. The Knight of Swords. So, swords, truth, loyalty, integrity, right? Knights, they take action. This is when it's called the Game Master, okay? He's playing a game of chess. And so this is your energy, the Hermit, which is your card, Virgo, right? So Spirit's telling you to go in and seek some clarity, right? Wisdom. Be smart about what you're doing and be the Game Master. So you're going to have to play your pieces correctly, right? So you want to defend yourself in such a way as to not make it able to where people can know your business and what you're doing if you don't want this person to be victorious in any way, shape, or form when they're seeking out to get money from you, right? So that being said, you have the Ten of Pentacles here, right? So that's like wish fulfillment. That's wealth. And this one says wealth. So in other words, either you're wealthy now, well off, or they think you are, right? Because you look this way, you present yourself this way. But most likely, Virgo, because I've been getting this a lot, you've got some blessings coming, some big ones. And they happen to be abundance, right? So that's why this Ten of Pentacles is here. Clarify this Ten of Pentacles, Spirit. So the Magician, which is also one of your cards. But here it is, sideways. So they're trying to manifest some wealth from you, like I said, right? And but this is sideways. It's a blockage. It's not going to work for them. They're not going to be able to get no money out of you, but they're trying. And the reason I think part of it's going to be is because you're going to know how you know about it now, right? So you know what to look for. And I know who it is for me already. And so I'm grateful for the reading myself right now, right? Because if you're watching this, you know who you are. You ain't getting nothing from me. Bet. So anyway, here we go. Moon card. Clarify the Moon card. Five of Pentacles in the reverse. The Three of Wands, right? So they think they're being slick, that this is a secret, but Anyway, it's all gonna, what's done in the dark comes out to the light. So this is gonna be brought to your attention. This is what they're doing, okay? And it's like I said, it's being brought to your attention now. And guess what? They're gonna end up with. They're gonna end up with being left out in the cold, right? Worried, because none of this, what they're trying to do, is gonna work for them. And you see here, this little pentagram deal right here in this circle. You got the moon here, and so I'm trying to tell you that I believe that there might even go as far as to try to use some sort of divination to try to work on their side, right? Some sort of black magic or something. But either way it goes, whether it is or whether it ain't, this illusion that they're delusional, period, right? So they're not all there, like I said. And this person's a Cancer in your life. Whoever this was, you'll know who they are. Anyway, but Spirit says they're not going to be victorious, because guess what? You got the Three of Wands, right? So here it is. It's fire. It's burned up. Their chances of getting anything from you is already over. And this says virtue, right? Because here you got a fireman going up the ladder here. Well, this is your energy, right? You're virtuous. You're a truth teller. You're a light worker, right, Virgo? So whoever I'm talking to, you know what time it is. And the Most High has you protected, right? Because you help people. You don't hurt them. And you damn sure don't know this person nothing. So they ain't going to get shit from you. But let's find out what Spirit's got to tell you. What kind of advice he's got for you, right? What's the advice from my Virgos, Spirit? Give me 3 cards. What's the advice from my Virgos? So, we have the Temperance card here, right? Earth Angel. That's you, Virgo. Balance. Shadow and the light side. So, you know how to play dirty just as well as anybody else. Even though you might not prefer to walk in that, you know how to defend yourself from it because you've been there, done that, right? Takes one to know one, so to speak. We have the Knight of Pentacles here. It's in the reverse. And this one says gourmet chef, right? But in other words, don't feed into it. Don't give them nothing, Virgo. And once again, it's in the reverse. They're not getting nothing from you, right? They could try all they like. They could take as much action as they want, but they're not going anywhere with it. And you're not going to eat the plate they're serving you. Bet that. So, we have the Queen of Cups here. And this one's therapist, right? And so, this person needs to seek help, is what Spirit's saying. But either way it goes, don't be inclined not to take advice from someone, Virgo. Let somebody know what's going on with you when this goes down, and somebody's going to give you the advice you need. So, not to worry. The Most High's got you, Virgo. And I hope that helps. Till next time.